What happens when a mother and daughter face eviction, but only one of them actually lives in the apartment? Today, we're diving into the case of Epic Property Management versus Trinity Alvario and Jill Field, a rental dispute that exposes harsh realities about single motherhood, financial responsibility, and the limits of judicial compassion. Trinity claims she can't work because she's breastfeeding her 1-year-old baby, while her mother Jill is on a lease but doesn't even live there. With over $2,100 owed and only 10 days to pay or get out, will the judge show mercy? Or will this family learn a painful lesson about personal responsibility? Get ready for some uncomfortable truths and a judge who isn't afraid to call out excuses when she hears them.
Okay, so let's go on the record in the matter of Epic Property Management versus Trinity Alvario and Jill Field, 2501290.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Hamzi Sob on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, Ms. Field, you can step up to the podium. Ms. Alvario, your name for the record, please.
Trinity Alvario.
Okay, and Ms. Field, your name for the record, please.
Jill Field.
Okay, and so counsel, you had an opportunity to speak to everybody in a breakout room, correct?
I have, Your Honor. As I was speaking to them, I did make some confirmations that there is no dispute as to the balance. Ms. Alvario did apply for financial assistance, but she told me, Ms. Alvario did apply for financial assistance, but she was denied. I believe it was because she doesn't have a job. And Ms. Teal hasn't applied for financial assistance, but indicated that she's willing to. I did reach out to my client to see if they're willing to extend any kind of time frame to be able to give them the opportunity to pay on this, because they stated that they wouldn't be able to pay within the 10-day time frame. But unfortunately, my client made it very clear to me that
Here's where it gets complicated. Trinity applied for rental assistance, but was denied because she's unemployed. Her mother, Jill, who's on the lease, hasn't even applied yet, and she's willing to apply now. But there's a major problem the judge is about to uncover. The landlord's attorney has already tried to negotiate more time, but the property management company wants their money within 10 days. No extensions, no exceptions. This is actually their second hearing. They were here on August 5th and given time to apply for assistance. Now it's August 22nd, and they're in the exact same position. Watch how quickly the judge's patience evaporates when she realizes what's really going on here.
they wanted judgment within the 10 days, which I believe is the 2nd of September.
Well, hold on just a moment, counsel. So Ms. Alvario applied for assistance and was denied, correct?
Correct.
And then Ms. Field represented to you that she was going to apply.
Yeah, that she hasn't applied but was willing to apply if it meant she gets more time, I believe.
Okay, so Ms. Field, are you intending to apply for assistance?
Yes,
And when are you doing that?
I can do that today.
Okay. So with Ms. Field applying for assistance, court is going to set this for a second hearing.
Your Honor, this is a second hearing.
It is a second hearing, yes. So I apologize. Everybody was here August 5th. We set it for August 22nd because I know that the defendants were applying for rental assistance. So ma'am, why didn't you apply for rental assistance back on August 5th?
I thought that my daughter did. She was applying for some
But
aid,
apparently she did, but she was denied because she's not working.
and I didn't know that she was denied until right before. They don't tell you until right before.
Okay, do you
So-
reside there also?
No,
You don't reside there.
no,
Okay.
I'm on the lease.
You're on the lease, but you don't reside there, so I don't know if you would even, counsel, would she even be approved for assistance if she doesn't live there?
I don't think she would, Your Honor.
I don't think you would, because you don't live there.
Boom.
If you don't-
There it is. The mother doesn't even live in the apartment she's legally responsible for. This completely destroys any chance of getting rental assistance. You can't get government help for a place you don't actually reside in. The judge immediately recognizes this as either a desperate stall tactic or complete ignorance of how rental assistance works. They've had 17 days since the last hearing to figure this out, and they're just now discovering this fundamental problem. This family's lack of planning and communication is about to have serious consequences.
If
I
the only
don't
reason,
know how it works.
if the only reason is to extend the time for the writ, then that's not something that's going to work, knowing that you're going to be denied because you don't reside there. Okay, so Miss Alvario, why aren't you working?
I take care of my baby full time.
Well, okay, so how do you intend to support yourself and your baby if you're not working?
His dad.
Well, obviously, because ma'am, you're here because you haven't paid rent, and it's in your mom's name as well, so it's affecting her as well. So my question is, how are you intending to support yourself and your child if you're not working?
Well, my mom was supposed to be paying the rent while I raised him for the time that he's breastfeeding. I can't work when he breastfeeds.
That's actually not true, ma'am. There are many, 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 many women that work full-time while they're breastfeeding.
Yes, and their baby accepts a bottle. My baby does not.
Ma'am,
The judge just called out one of the oldest excuses in the book. Trinity claims she can't work because she's breastfeeding and her baby won't take a bottle. The judge's response? That's absolutely not true. Millions of mothers work while breastfeeding. It's called pumping, scheduling, and making it work because you have to. The judge then pivots to asking about work-from-home options, trying to find any solution. But here's the real kicker. Trinity's baby is already 1 year old. At what point does personal responsibility kick in? The arrangement where mom pays all the bills while Trinity stays home indefinitely is clearly not working, and now mom's credit is on the line
Ma'am.
too.
have you looked into working from home?
Yes, I have. I've actually been applying to jobs nonstop for working from home.
Okay. And how old is your child, ma'am?
He just turned 1.
Okay, so, ma'am, the court doesn't have a legal basis to not enter a judgment that you'll have to move out in 10 days. So, you're going to have to figure it out at that point as to what you need to do to support yourself and your child. It's not your mom's responsibility. I know even if she offered to help you, I mean, it's expensive to support 2 separate households. So sometimes, what we'd like to do and what we have to do are 2 different things. So, you're going to have to move out, ma'am, in 10 days unless you come up with the amount that's owed.
Okay.
There's something you'd like to say, ma'am?
This judge is delivering some hard truths with surprising compassion. Sometimes what we like to do and what we have to do are 2 different things. That's life in a nutshell, isn't it? The judge acknowledges that even if mom wanted to help, supporting 2 households is expensive. But the law is the law. They owe $2,133, including court costs, and they have 10 days to pay or vacate. No legal basis exists to extend this any further. They've had their chances. They've had their time, and now reality is knocking at the door.
Ms. Neal? Counsel, how much is owed?
Altogether, including the $183 court cost, it'd be $2,133.
Okay, and Ms. Alvario, are you laying down?
Excuse me?
Are you laying down right now?
No, I'm sitting on the couch.
Okay. So I believe that that's September 2nd, correct? The 10 days?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, the court's going to, Ms. Alvario, you understand your rights that you received in your packet of information, correct?
Yes.
Okay, in fact, you availed yourself of some of those rights because you sought rental assistance, although you were not approved. All right, and, Dave, can you please grab this, tissue, please? And the court, do you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
I'm sorry? Is that no?
Yes, no.
All right. All right, the court does find after hearing that plaintiff is attempting to recover possession of the property. The amount not doing it owing for unpaid rent and other costs is $2,132. If that amount is not paid, or defendant does not move out on or before September 2nd, plaintiff can apply for evicting the defendant. Additional money may be owed if damage to the property occurs or rent continues to accrue. Partial payment will not prevent the court from issuing an order evicting the defendant. No money judgment will enter at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, ma'am. Good luck, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's go off the
So
record.
here's what just happened. Trinity Alvario and her mother Jill Field have been ordered to pay $2,133 or vacate the property by September 2nd, just 10 days away. This case highlights the harsh realities many single parents face, but also the importance of personal responsibility and planning. Trinity's excuse that she can't work because she's breastfeeding her 1-year-old didn't fly with the judge, especially when work-from-home options exist. Her mother, who co-signed the lease but doesn't live there, can't get rental assistance for a property she doesn't occupy. The judge showed empathy but ultimately had no legal basis to extend the deadline further. This family had since August 5th to figure out a solution and failed to take appropriate action. The lesson? Good intentions don't pay rent, and the court system can only bend so far before the law takes precedence. If this case struck a chord with you, hit that like button and share your thoughts below. Do you think the judge was too harsh, or was this tough love necessary? And don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom drama that shows how the justice system really works when financial responsibility meets family dynamics.